the job, big booty, make it bounce, stacking cash, large amount, toss it up, throw it down. That's the type, stick around. That's the job. That's the job. I like the tall ones, skinny ones, glazed ones, honey buns, thick bone like them all. If you down, casting call, ready, say action, 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 action. I like that. I like that. Big booty, make it bounce, make it bounce, make it bounce. Big booty, make it bounce, stack it cash, large amount. I like that. Make it bounce, make it bounce, make it bounce. Big booty, make it bounce, stack it cash, large amount. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Hey, it's me. I know we haven't spoken in a while, and I still think about you a lot. Do you think about me?
Do you think about me, Chad?
Anyways, I just wanted to let you know.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking
that I
go!
miss you.
Get those dicks out. Let's fucking go. EDC, are you still with us? Get your fucking dicks out.
That I miss you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I feel like the color balance is off on my camera. It's too bright. I don't like it. Let me see. Can I... Why won't you adjust? Huh. Invalid with this lens? The fuck? Ooh, okay, that's better. That's better, closer, warmer. Turn the ISO down. Better. I know it doesn't look different to the on-trade eye, but to me, it looks better. And then we give it a little zoom.
Wow, that's very cool.
No!
Warpeed, you gifted a tier 1 sub to Gussie.
Wait,
They have given
this,
11
and then we
gift
do
subs on the
this,
channel.
and then we look for my eyes, nice clean focus, and then we do this. Ha! Crispy. Crispy. Ladies and gentlemen! Hello! It's King of Late Night. Back with another one. Back with another one, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I said it, bitch. Rub on your
Oh
titties.
yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Big hot sauce
New
bottles
York
are back when? I need my fix.
City, pity the fool that acts shitty in the midst of the calm, the witty.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very
Oh.
cool.
All right, let me get my Bossa Nova on. Last night I realized because of my ADHD, if I don't have
yeah,
Bossa
wow,
Nova
that's very
on in the
cool.
background, my brain
Sorry
is just...
for pissing in the corner. Learning to love the Knicks.
Oh, it's okay. I gave you a ceremonial timeout. I gave you the equivalent
Oh, yeah, wow,
of
that's very cool.
48 months.
of audience.
Give me your take on the
Have you ever heard of the
background
band Guar? There's this band called Guar, and sometimes they eat members of the audience. And basically, you die in the lore, but it's kind of like an honor to be eaten by Guar. You know what I mean? Ostrom, you were eaten by
Oh yeah,
Guar.
wow, that's very cool.
setting. Crispy, flaky, delicious. Let's go.
Crispy, flaky. How was Backrooms? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let me just say, what did he do? He said that I was the reason, fans like me was the reason that no one liked the Knicks. Which was kind of mean. But I ceremoniously, I killed him.
But
What
it's
is-
not just Dems, it's also Dem socialists. Like, oh, hi,
Barbie.
it's it's also ones who we're being told are our leftist candidates. Hi.
If Nithya captures those votes,
Barbie.
we have a real battle for second place.
Okay. Well, it does. It's still interesting, right? A
Barbie!
couple days
I
later.
love it. It's like three-dimensional chess, but it is fun to try to figure out what's going on.
Just peeking his little head.
He's being extra cute today because I gave him a bath, so he's pissed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I got a lot to cover. Thank you so much for the hype train. Thanks for the early heads for filing in so quickly. It's crazy that 2,000 of you basically rush the doors every time I turn on a webcam. It's very flattering. First and foremost, those of you on the Fear and Patreon, I did my second film review for you guys. These are my film reviews with spoilers. It's the first time I've ever done film reviews as I would do like an actual critical review. All my reviews on my stream are spoiler free, and I will be doing a spoiler free review of the Miss Gina Darling is calling me right now. I can only imagine what this is going to be. Hold on one second.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
If the Knicks win the finals, you have to show your whole promise.
No, don't do this. We were having a nice time. Wait, look at Gina's makeup. Are you on stream right now?
I am.
I'm pulling up your stream. Holy smoke, Gina. Gina, you you cooked.
I feel like you don't like me. Like it's not mutual.
Oh my god, dude. How did you nailed it.
Thanks. When I watch this, watch this. Oh, it gets so much worse.
It gets worse. Wait, I'm waiting for your stream to catch up. Oh my god, dude.
Oh, you have to learn how to like. So freaky.
Holy shit. Do you have the flower pot?
Okay, you have to like me or something. So I know you're not evil. I don't know how to move backwards. But what's that walk that she fucking does?
Yeah, it's kind of like a shuffle. Yeah. Holy smokes.
So much shit just fell. She's freaking out so hard. She's knocking over all my shit right now.
Gina, what's the occasion that you're doing the obsession makeup for, or is it just for funsies?
Oh, I've gone through stuff.
I've just gone through some stuff.
Was she fucking box at him?
That's so funny.
Oh no.
Wow. This is awesome. Miss Gina Darling, everyone, by the way. If you don't follow her already, you must. Love you, miss you. Thank you for the call. This made my day. Holy shit. All right, I'll talk to you later, Gina. Love you. That was awesome. Dude, I saw the FaceTime from her and I was like, I know this is gonna be chaos. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a shout out for Miss Gina Darling? I'm gonna put her Twitch in here. You guys should absolutely all be following her, but if we can get a shout out as well, I think the shout out like works better or is easier to follow. I don't know. That's her channel right there though. She's doing the makeup right now. What tier of the Patreon are the reviews going to be on? I think basically the lowest tier. Listen, I seldom read the fucking comments
wow, that's very
from
cool.
the thank you so much for the prime from the Patreon on Fear End, and basically I read some on a Reddit, I think, and people were basically like, yo, we want more just stuff on the Patreon. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. So I'm going to be doing a few of them every week. This is my second one this week. Basically, every time I watch a movie, I am doing like the review as I would if I were like a real film critic. So like I really dig in. This last one is 30 minutes long. My one on the Backrooms is 30 full ass minutes without me talking to chat. Because I get into a lot of the nitty gritty of it. But I'm going to be doing my spoiler-free review of Backrooms right now.
That's very cool.
One less name. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen Backrooms, don't stress. This is a spoiler-free review. And right off the bat, let me just say, can you do comic book reviews too? Maybe. Right up, it's so bright. Is my camera still too bright? Is this blowing everything out? I know what I can do. Better? That's a bit better. Same? Shouldn't be. Okay. That is significantly darker. That is significantly darker. Okay. Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Can we get a co-op segment on Patreon with you and Hassan?
No. Thank you for asking. Booking anything with Hassan is like smashing your nuts with a hammer. No. Already doing the pod with him is brutal. I'll do extra content. I'm not going to plan around Hassan Piker for another second of my fucking life.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Life been
Peace
whooping
and
my
love.
ass, but your streams always help me laugh. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to be launching into this spoiler-free review of The Backrooms. And the very first thing I will say is that I heard very, very mixed reviews on The Backrooms. I heard some diehard fans come out and say it wasn't very good. I heard some people who are new to the series say that it was great. I heard everything on this. So I was excited to get in there. And the first thing I will say, I won't bury the lead here. I thought it was great. I thought it was great. And I think the reason that it received such mixed reviews is the following. One, everybody is suffering from obsession syndrome. Full stop. I don't know what else to say there. Obsession was such a complete film. It was such a masterwork that it's kind of like going and getting a really solid hamburger after a Michelin meal. Any other day you'd enjoy it. You're already full. You've already gorged yourself.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
It just can't
Almost
go
missed the
toe to
review.
toe with one of the best horror movies of all time. And I think for those people, it was a letdown because there are a lot of people in that Venn diagram overlap that watched both movies. Second,
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
what I will say is this. Backrooms is not a perfect project. It is a project of highs and lows. The film has some really high highs, and then it has some really low lows. I don't want to, again, this is spoiler free.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Stabop69, thank you so much. But I'm just going to come out and say it. There are two protagonists in this film, and one plays and one doesn't. Period. The second protagonist in The Backrooms does not play as well as the first. I don't know what else to say there. And I don't think it's Renee Resiv's fault. I think she is a fine actor. I just don't think her character was written very well or had enough expressive moments for us to understand who she is, why she's doing what she's doing, if she even is a protagonist. The movie, I don't want to ruin anything again. This is spoiler free, but Clark, which is the first protagonist, he comes through as this very sympathetic character who has a really interesting living situation, and you really want to get into like what's going on in his mind, and you're rooting for him. Whereas Mary comes off as a ice queen. I don't know what else to say. Her character is so muted. It's like so like it's just her EKG is just that man is the antagonist. I'm sorry.
Yeah, wow,
Shut
that's
the
very
fuck
cool.
up. Holy shit. Spoiler. Shut the fuck up, dude. Chat. Holy shit. Nah, I'm sorry. You got to get shot for that one. That's a 10 hour. That's a 10 hour. Spoiler free. Spoiler free. Spoiler free. Anyway, so with that being said, I do think another problem with this project is that Kane Parsons had to do something impossible, which is he had to make a film for an audience where I would say maybe like a third of the audience is actually familiar with the online Backrooms lore. And then a third of that audience has watched all the prerequisite YouTube videos, right? We're talking about millions of people seeing this movie over its entire theatrical run. And the reality of the situation is that the number of those theater goers that have the entire prerequisite backroom experience is very limited. And so he had to not only introduce Backrooms, but tell a compelling story. And then beyond that, also introduce new information to appease the diehard fans. So he was explaining what the lore was. He's telling a new story. He's making a film, and he's also appeasing people that have been waiting for more information on the Backrooms since they jumped on the ride, like what, 5 years ago? Correct me if you want. I don't really know. And I think that balancing act really kind of hurt the overall kind of enjoyment of it. Do you know who blocked Hassan? He gets upset sometime. I'm not God. I'm just the messenger. Fucking idiot. Was that humor? If that was humor, that was fun. If not, what are you doing, bro? You're on Twitch. Ain't no God here. But beyond that, pure entertainment. All right, you're funny. You can stay. So I think that Kane struggled a lot from that balancing act, but I thought he did a good job. I learned a lot about the lore of the Backrooms, and we kind of got our first like focusing blur image of like what the actual Backrooms are. Not going to spoil anything there. The longer review has a much larger kind of theory of like what the Backrooms actually are. But he did a great job. It's interesting. Mark Duplass, if you don't know who Mark Duplass is, he's this guy. He made the movie Creep. He's one of the innovators of Mumblecore. A really great filmmaker. He made this really interesting Instagram video where he was like, yes, one of the intentions of me being added to the Backrooms was to mentor Kane as he makes a horror project. And then he goes on to say, like, he did not need my mentoring. He was a fine filmmaker, even at his age, which, you know, is always kind of like, listen, young guy, you can make a film too. But he did him kind of like the homie hookup where he was like, he didn't need any of the safety nets that he had there available to him. And that was pretty cool. Ooh, I got a little fuzz now. I'm gonna turn up the light a little bit.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Better, closer, warmer. Anyway, I thought that was really cool of Mark Duplass.
Cool.
My mayor's Muslim, my bagel's Jewish, my Christian Dior, Nixon 4.
Let's go. Kane is based too. Backrooms director Kane Parsons says we get no enjoyment out of using generative AI on any project. It defeats the purpose entirely for me. Fucking based. Martin Scorsese, take a note from this fucking 20-year-old. Okay. So with that all being said, I think the last thing that people need to understand about the Backrooms movie.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Too
Go
based.
ahead. Thank you. I think the last thing that people need to understand about the Backrooms movie that I think a lot of the new audience didn't really understand is Backrooms has always been episodic. And I think that even the Backrooms movie goes in with the intention that this is kind of going to be an episodic project, right? And I know a lot of you will go, well, Will, it's a movie that made a lot of money. Of course there's going to be sequels. Of course they're going to wring this out like a dirty gym sock and squeeze the juice into our mouths. And, they're just going to fucking rinse this. Correct. However, I think the difference is Kane went into this project with the intention of breaking down the narrative into many parts, as he kind of always has. So I was really interested in this project. I obviously, I think that the second protagonist, Mary, is just so flat. And I think her section of the movie doesn't really carry the same way that Clark's does. But I thought it was a really interesting movie. I found myself pretty riveted by it, and I would give this movie a solid 8 out of 10. And I'm really excited to see what Kane does in the future with this lore and with other projects that he makes, because obviously he's got this lore locked up so tight in his head, and he's got a real mise-en-scene. So I really enjoyed The Backrooms. I don't think it would be mid. I really liked seeing Kane introduce some comedy into his works. So there was one scene in The Backrooms where I was cackling, laughing, and I was the only person laughing in the movie theater, to the point where Caroline was like, "Will, shut up." And I was like, I think that was supposed to be humorous. So I don't know. I felt very concerned. Did you see I Love Boosters yet? I literally have talked to you yesterday, and I said I was going to watch a movie, and I watched The Backrooms. No, I have not watched I Love Boosters yet. I will get to it. I told you I was going to get to it this weekend. You're going to hate it. That's what I hear from a lot of people. I hear I Love Boosters just doesn't work from a narrative perspective. But as I said, I'm going into it with a different attitude, where I'm just going to go kind of try and enjoy the vibes. The more of my friends that see Boosters, the more bad reviews I receive, which is tough, but I'm excited to watch it. I'm still going in with fresh eyes. I literally have like 5-6 people that I talk all my movie stuff with, and I kind of always gauge my take on how I'm going to like the movie based on these people. And the majority of these people were like, "Oh, Boosters was not it." So I'll go in, and I'm excited though. People were mixed on Sorry to Bother You too. I was not mixed on Sorry to Bother You. I thought Sorry to Bother You was not good, which is really tough, because I thought 3/4 of that movie was really good. And then it kind of took like an off ramp to like Sillyville, USA. And so like, here is my thing. And I think it's why I need to adjust my perspective before I go into a Boots film. I've talked about this before. Boots, when he did his Criterion Closet, came in and essentially said, like, I don't really watch movies. I'm not really a movie person. I'm not really a filmmaker. I am a visual artist. And I was like, interesting. Because I think for me, the most important part of a lot of film for me is the narrative arc. I think being able to tell a very tight narrative is really important as a filmmaker. But there are some films that succeed without a tight narrative arc. And I think I have to go into it with the expectation that, like, okay, I am not going to like this narrative arc. It's not going to make sense. It's not going to be grounded. I just have to go in there for the vibes and enjoy the ups and downs of it. Hot take, Titane sucked. Oh, wow. How can you say something so controversial and yet so accurate? Yeah. Titane was really tough for me because I thought Raw was fantastic. I really loved Raw. I thought Raw was a fantastic film. I really loved Raw, and I went into Titane kind of with the expectation that I would equally love it. I thought Titane was, for lack of a better word, stupid.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
I've missed the past week.
Yeah.
Made my first property purchase. It's only a condo, but it's mine.
Nice. Congratulations. That's awesome. Anyway, I don't want to jump off and diverge too much here from Backrooms. I think Backrooms is definitely worth your time if you're a Backrooms fan. I think Backrooms is still definitely worth your time if you're a horror fan. If you are neither of those things, I'll be honest, it's going to be hit or miss for you. Hit or miss. I guess they never miss, but I had a boyfriend and he never gets up. Anyway, what else can I say? Yeah, I don't want to go too much more into like the lore study of the Backrooms too, because I feel like that'll ruin it. But if you want to go watch that review on the Patreon, I might just put part of it in the, it's like 30 minutes. All right, so there's your Backrooms review. Check out cast for the Backrooms. You'll be surprised. But I'm not surprised. What was I supposed to be surprised by? I'm sorry. I'm not getting it. The cast, not the cast. Okie doke. That's an it dode. That's a megawatt. Anyway, we'll move on. I thought it was worth it. If you're a pussy like me and can't really do horror films, Backroom was great. Backrooms was still pretty scary. I know that was like a lot of people's criticisms actually was that it wasn't scary enough. Oh, the part I was laughing at, I was laughing when, let's say, when Clark and Mary were sitting down for dinner towards the end of the film. I thought that entire scene was supposed to be humorous. And I guess Caroline corrected me and was like, no one else is laughing. And I was like, I was like beaming laughter. I thought it was supposed to be funny. Like when he puts the wig on her, like I was dying. I was like, this is hilarious. Your webcam is making me feel like I'm extra drunk and high. What? Why? What's wrong with my webcam? It's a little grainy. Okay. That's probably my ISO. Hold on. I can fix that. Okay. That should be less grainy. I just turned the ISO up. Better? The brights are a little bright. Okay. There we go. All right, moving on, guys. Here we go. Here's a video.
Prop store down in Los Angeles with Chuck.
Adam, thanks for coming down.
Thanks for having me. And if you are into terrifying superheroes, The Boys will answer the call. We're covering some props from The Boys.
Yes, we have a dedicated auction just focused on The Boys. I got to go on set
up in Canada, which is where they were filming this, and take a whole bunch of things. Today we're going to focus on our favorite friend, Homelander. And this was one of the last pieces we got to add to our collection.
Isn't this already up to like $500,000 on the auction?
A authentic Homelander hero costume.
There are other videos in this series, but I am so excited to see the Homelander costume up close.
It is a work of art.
It truly is. The Boys has a lot of heavy lifting to do because superhero costumes have gotten insanely amazing over the past 15, 20 years. And you can't fake that kind of detail, and they haven't. They have managed to create so many luscious textures on this thing that they speak to like something that was carefully handmade.
Yes. So there are a lot. Obviously, the printing on the actual fabric for the costume,
so
which is rubberized.
Dimensional printing.
I always love this detail here. You don't necessarily see this on all of them, but this has a magnetic clasp that opens it. So.
Okay, this video is stupid. It's just an ad for buying the costume at an exorbitant price. Okay, what else do we got? Hey, full cam is black. I know, I fixed it to chat's preference. This is amazing. Let's run that back. That shit is so dumb. That's kind of awesome. All right, what else we got?
I'm a stud.
Yeah,
I'm
go
bossy.
ahead.
I don't take no shit from anyone.
Well, I went on an amazing date tonight. Things were going well and I wanted to try and impress her with my talent. I started strong, but after getting to M while farting the alphabet, things went south fast. I couldn't even make eye contact. Shit.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Yeah! Yeah! Hell yeah. It's fucking dope. Doo-doo-doo.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Beep-boop, watch the full video. What am I looking at here? That's a good old-fashioned lap. That's a 10-minute lap. That's a 10-minute lap right there.
That's very cool.
17 months with the best streamer around.
Your camera's
Really
still
feeling
off
the
on this
good
stream?
energy
Yeah, I
recently,
know. This
Nashville.
was chat's preference. This was chat's preference. So I did exactly what you guys wanted. I listened to the endless wave of complaints, and you get what you deserve, you fucking animals. So there you go. Keep it up. You'll lose the React cam too.
I'm a stud.
Go ahead.
I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
I went to watch He-Man earlier today. Thought Will can totally pull off a He-Man cosplay. Sword, muscles and loincloth.
Was it good? Has anybody seen He-Man yet and thought it was good?
There's not a
Her Private Hell. Oh, bro, this is the movie that absolutely cleaned up at Cannes. I think this movie cleaned up at Cannes.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Nafla.
Let's take a look.
There's not a single person
No, everybody hated it. No, you're wrong. She got like a 10-minute standing ovation.
that is like you. Say it with me. I am.
Whoa, Miss Gina, darling. Thank you so much for the raid.
unique consciousness.
She's like us, but she's not one of us.
And I am made of stardust.
What the fuck? She's really good in Yellow Jackets. Yeah, I bet she fucking hates that she's in Yellow Jackets still.
You forget that?
Reviews out of Cannes were almost universally pretty bad, sadly. She got a 10-minute standing ovation. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. Chatter, I think you're pulling shit out of your ass. Sophie Thatcher, standing ovation. Yeah. The neon drenched film was where it received a massive standing ovation. Am I crazy? Yeah, dude, this look. 7-minute standing ovation. Seven minutes is horrible? Bro, I guess I just don't understand how they do shit at Cannes. Caroline covered it and said it was getting cooked by the reviews. Interesting.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, wow,
I guess
that's
all I
very
had
cool.
seen was that
58 months is hell
at
months.
Cannes people gave it that standing O. Let's see. Let's look it up. Oh, yeah. It's getting real bad reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see what people are saying. I gotta disable ads. I'll disable you. You son of a bitch. To those willing to indulge, it is integral to its appeal, even as it turns off everyone else. It's obvious that all the in Ren's mind, because he wouldn't have made it otherwise, because he has become seriously deluded about what an audience wants. Oof. Jesus Christ. Interesting. In case you don't know, this is the guy who made Pusher and Drive. And it's interesting because he has made movies that I fucking love, and he has made movies that I fucking hate. Fascinating. I gotta fix my camera. Now you guys have, this might be the rest of the stream. We're doing tech. I don't know what happened to my camera. I think some setting got changed when I was cleaning, but prepare for the next few hours to just be this. Ooh, okay.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Okay. Okay. That's pretty good.
I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
I think this current lighting and whatnot would be perfect for showing some hole.
What? What the fuck did you just say? Ooh, wait. What if I do that? Okay. Wait. Oh. Okay. Wait a moment. And now my camera is completely fixed.
I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Can we see blue screen?
Wait, we need the scream. Where's the scream? Where's the scream? Fuck! Everybody hold. God damn it. Fucking shit. Fuck. Hey guys!
Oh yeah, wow.
I fixed the camera.
Cool.
Waiting.
What is the quality of this? Why would they do this?
Oh yeah, wow. That's very cool.
Hearing some pretty rough stuff from family members for Prime Month. Thanks for being the late night king of humor and positivity.
Yeah,
Keep doing what you're doing. Really helps me shake off the hate, Nefla.
I'm
yeah,
sorry, you
wow,
have to
that's
shake
very
off the
cool.
hate. That's really unfortunate. Now, as I was saying, I fixed my camera. Chatter, I'm sorry that you were the victim of homophobic hate. That's a hard transition. I had to get through I had to get through what I was doing. I'm sorry.
Backroom discussions when? Or did I miss it?
You know what? You won't get any of that here. I can tell you that. I can tell you that much. But what you will get is a perfect camera setup. Bring them back! Meet the new boss. Same as the old boss.
We're so back. Mix it for
I just want to let you guys know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I just want to let you guys know this community is a safe place for all walks of life, straight, queer, trans. This is a safe place, okay? Where everybody can enjoy this perfect camera.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Love the stream, Will. You always bring so much joy and happiness to my nights.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks for everything, Neffel.
Thank you. Guys, thank you. Holy shit. Newsom knows best. Newsom knows best. Thank you so much. Take the flames down. Take the flames down. Newsom knows best. I mean, Newsom knows best. Ironically, but Haas, please bring the flames down. Bring the flames down a little bit. It broke. Okay. Test. Can you? Are the flames still there? Do the flames still work? Did we lose control of the flames? We can't even do our bits anymore. Not the take my fucking eyes, but not the flames. Girthmaster on the pod when? Are you anti-Piker? Are you freaking? Are you? Is this anti-Piker's fucking sock account? I think I caught you. Anti-Piker has silently been waging a campaign to try and get Girthmaster on the pod.
It's okay, we carry the flame.
We do. Haas, can we get a flame check? Flame check. 1 2 1 2.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Okay, we got flames.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
Newsom
wow,
knows
that's
best.
very
Thank you for that
cool.
50. And guys, speaking of Gavin Newsom, it's a scary
yeah, wow,
time
that's very cool.
in Los Angeles. Spencer Pratt is actually second place in the LA mayoral race. And, we have a real threat of him holding office. However, in this stream, the camera will always be perfect. Bring the fucking flames back!
Meet the new boss. Same as the old boss.
Happy Pride Month, everybody. Haas, can we get that loaded in as a sound cue that you can use? I feel like anytime you would drop this,
Hey, I'm trying to
Like,
look
I
up and sexy
immediately
like
will
you
lock
from the
in.
gym. And
What's
need
up?
a new pre-workout. Got any recommendations?
a new pre-workout. Oh man, I'll be honest.
Oh, yeah,
Recommending
wow, that's very
pre-workout
cool.
to my
Best
audience
entertainer on Twitch.
is kind of like recommending cocaine. I can't recommend it. Like I do think that pre-workouts will kill you. On a long enough timeline. But
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Can you confirm Randy Newman on the pod?
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Another
I'm a stud.
airplane story
I'm
on the
bossy.
fear
I don't
and
take no
bud.
shit from
You
anyone.
got a
The streams
friend in
mean
me.
a lot to me. Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a
No.
bazooka. Yeah, I think about her every
No.
time I hit the hook. Kaboom. Kabla. Oh,
You didn't have to
was
do the
in my
whole
room
thing.
trying to teach my little
You
sister.
didn't
Then I
have to.
heard a boom and it sounded like a missile.
You can just stop at the granny got hit by a bazooka. You don't have to do the entire song. But you know what? I respect it. Guys, it's Thursday. We got about another hour before we're going to watch some Alone together. I just always like to hang out at the beginning and entertain you guys. I know I've been having a good time. Caroline's Future with Will. What is this? Haas! You can't start it at the beginning of the song. It takes 7 minutes and 50 seconds to get to the scream. Please, we can't. Hans!
Oh yeah, wow, that's very
We
cool.
can't do this!
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Is he jorking it? Just got here.
Hold! What do you mean, hold? It's a fucking 8-minute song! Is this the extended version? What the fuck? Did you loop it? You fucking looped it.
Same as the old boss.
And then it just kind of ends. Shout out to that Cheddar's grandmother who died. That's gotta be a really tough thing to go through. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this clip from Caroline's stream.
Not die within 24 hours, I am definitely coming back to haunt his ass because
What?
what the fuck?
Wait.
Yeah, if I die and Will does not die within 24 hours, I am definitely coming back to haunt his ass
Wait.
because what the fuck?
Wait.
He's not here. I was gonna say I hope he heard that.
Wait.
Granted, if we're old. If I die young, then yes, he should be, dramatic.
My dad is 100 years old. I'm practically an elf.
Mourning me for years. Build a whole temple in my memory. But if we're both old and I pass and he doesn't go from a broken heart, I'm like, oh.
If we're being honest, you're definitely dying before her. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I think I'm just like one of those bitter old men that just his body will refuse to die. When you die, when you both die, can I have the Mandiacs? You can, of course.
Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka.
No.
Kaboom.
No.
Kablow.
No.
Kaboom.
No.
Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka.
It can't be like
yeah,
this.
I think about it every time I
can't be
hit
like
the
this.
hookah. Kaboom.
Kablow. Kaboom.
I was in my room trying to. Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka.
I mean, that's.
Kaboom. Kablow. Kaboom. Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom.
That is crazy. That is the craziest tramp stamp I've ever seen in my life. Would you become a cyborg if you could? For sure. Yes. Well, you're gonna have to deal with some business.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Randy Newman's cool, but can we get Philip?
Both teams have fun. Nix that last message. Elmo didn't mean to spur you on. That's right. Elmo should be afraid in these streets. We got shooters on Sesame, bitch. The Knicks got shooters on Sesame. We're going to have Oscar the Grouch slime you, Elmo. You better fix up, dog. That's right. Elmo, you hope both teams have fun. You better protect your neck, bitch. Nixon for. Bro, the Knicks fans were talking about sliming the corgi. There's like a corgi that like hits a little basketball Airbud style into trash cans to do predictions. And it predicted the Spurs would win. And there were Knicks fans like, yo, we gonna find that corgi too. Brrr. It ain't safe. Elmo is afraid of Knicks fans. We smoking on that Elmo pack, you heard? Hey, yo, Elmo. Fuck Elmo. This shit is so funny. God, bro, this was so fucking funny. This was so fucking funny.
We got one! We got one! We got one! We got one! Where you running? Where you running? Where you running to go? And we got one!
Dude. Oh my God. That's so funny. I was high as a kite last night just watching all the Jalen Brunson hype videos, and I honestly felt like I could run through a brick wall. I literally just felt like if there was a brick wall between me and where I wanted to go right now, I could just blast through it. All right, 1 second song guest turning me down both chats. Yes. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh my God, that's my fault. Did I have alerts off in this one? Oh, that is my fault. Chatter, who just put that up, you can just either request a refund or you can put it in chat. I'll read it. That's my bad. I have it off from film night. I blew it. Why is that so loud? Oh, here it is. If you recall, Hassan said something on your phone call with him today, and you have the chance to do the funniest thing. He said he'd be safer in NYC in Hezbollah merch. You know what to do. No! Hell no! I'm not trying to end up on Fox News, dog. Hell no. Not like this. Thank you for the raid. This is so loud. Oh, wait. I think I know what this is. Gotta have high hopes for a living. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're 1 for 1. Do you have the time to listen to me whine? About it. I am not one of those neurotic. Yeah, this is basket case. Okay, 2 for 2. Oh, I think this is Black Eyed Peas. Skirap. Skirap. But. Damn, bro. That shit is so funny. Knicks fans are insane. My mayor is Muslim, my bagel is Jewish, my Christian Dior, and it's Nixon 4. Oh my God.
My mayor Muslim, my bagel's Jewish, my Christian Dior, Nixon!
When it rains, easy pulls, she like the way I like a Mary. Billie Jean.
With the OG Anunoby jersey on? God, no. Bro, I can't wait. I can't wait to be out in that Knicks storm. Please, Macedonian Jesus, let the Knicks win game 4. Let them win game 4. I'm ready. in NYC. Oh my God. What does a Knick win mean? That means that the city is going to go absolutely. Dude, I have told Marsh, if they win game 4, we're going to be out there with the camera and the mic. And I'm just going to be like, what does it mean to you to have Jalen Brunson on your team? That's my father. That's my father. I just want to be bing bong. All right, quick framed. This doesn't say anything to me. This is an older movie. I can't place it. Ooh, oh, this is Inception. Really? This is an Inception? I don't remember this frame, and I definitely don't remember this frame. Spider Noir was incredible. Okay, I started watching the first episode and I dead ass fell asleep because I was super tired, but it looked cool. It's crazy this guy played both Superman, Spider-Man, real. We never got to see the Superman. It is solid. All right, yeah, I mean, I didn't fall asleep because it was bad. I fell asleep because I was exhausted.
He's my engineer. Believe in the next. Jalen Brunson's my doctor. He's my engineer. Believe in the next. He's my mechanic. He's my subway driver. He's my pilot. He's my dad. Everything I get was for Jalen Brunson.
Okay, hold on. We have to watch, I think it was CBS Sports. If anybody can find this highlight reel that CBS Sports did on Twitter, because I'm not logged in, it is so fucking good. It is so... hang on, let me see if I can find it. Wait, what is this? Let me see if I can find this. I need the Hurricanes to win. Oh, a little hockey. Hang on. How do I view my saved shit? I'm a boomer ass. History. Yes. Yes, this is it. This is the way. Wait. Okay, it must have been on IG. Hold on. Everybody relax. Everybody chill out. Yes. It is CBS Sports. Can anybody find the CBS Sports? Yes, dude. Okay, we're watching this. Dude, I watched this last night while I was high, and I wanted to run through a brick wall.
The Nova Nation has another national championship.
Boos from the fans. This is a poor outing, to say the least, as the Knicks get hammered.
This is New York City. We are people who will not accept this. We're going to be like the 90s Knicks. Bull crap. The Knicks may never be good in my lifetime, and I don't think they're ever going to win again.
Why don't players want to come play for the storied franchise, the Knicks?
I don't care that Kevin Durant didn't come here, and I don't care that Kyrie Irving didn't come.
The Knicks have been largely irrelevant for a couple decades.
The Knicks' future is up to one guy. That's the guy who we're counting on to be the savior. Stop.
Everywhere I've gone since high school, it's always been Jalen Brunson's good.
Yep.
But whenever I've done, you hear that in the first couple of years, Jalen's good. But too slow, not athletic enough, too small. All those things that don't measure heart.
Yep.
And that's what I have.
It's not hard enough. Good ball. I'm going to throw it to the fence if you don't jog back. Keep your head up. Good. Left to right.
Now, your dad was on the Knicks team that made the '99 finals. What would it mean to you to be part of a group that returns the franchise to that type of glory?
It would mean a lot. The city deserves that. With the end goal in mind, that focus on one day at a time. It's definitely a process. But as a team, we fell short. If we don't win, you lose. Would you see that as success? To be winning a championship? It's just how it is.
How confident are you that this group has enough to take that next step?
The most confidence. Overconfident.
A moment more than 2 decades in the making. How long have you been waiting?
Since I was 13 years old. I'm 40.
The dream season continues.
Euphoria! It's nothing but you! Your choice!
This coaching staff, this organization, this fan base, I mean, without them, none of this is possible.
It's an honor playing for this organization, the history it has, and we're still writing our story. That makes it even more special.
I'm there just to try and beat you. Plain and simple.
I'm ready to run through a brick wall, baby. Ready to run through a fucking brick wall. Man, it's going to suck if Wemby turns it on. Nah, you know what? It's going to suck for Knicks fans. It won't suck for everybody else because it'll be a great series. It'll actually be really good for basketball because Wemby is like the biggest superstar that we've seen in forever. You know what I mean? And it will only add to his story. But as a Knicks fan myself, I pray to God the Cinderella story keeps going. What is this? The auction for 2 courtside seats in the Celebrity Row Game 3 is now live. Proceeds from this will benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation. Oh, charity? Oh, wow. Okay, and the current bid is $500,000. Stop, bro. Stop. That charity needs to give me some charity. What the fuck? What the fuck? $500,000? That's a lot. That's a lot of bread. That's a lot of bacon, egg, and cheese, dude. This trip is already hella expensive. Hella expensive. Some more good vibes. The future of the future of the 28 years later franchise is looking a little brighter. After concerns that 28 years later, the Bone Temple's box office performance could derail the planned trilogy, Danny Boyle has confirmed that the next installment is still moving forward. The director revealed that the filming is expected to begin next year and praised Alec Garland's script, calling it wonderful. Haas, you got it loaded up? Let's test it. Here, I'll do the outro again. I'll do the read one more time and then you drop it. The director revealed that filming is expected to begin next year and praised Alec Garland's script, calling it wonderful. No, Haas, please. Haas, please. From the top. No, okay, so this for 28 fans, this is awesome. I remember when I heard that they were kicking around the rumor that they were not going to do the third installment because the box office of Bone Temple was so bad. I was like crushed because one, I really wanted to see how the story ended up. And two, I thought Bone Temple was so misunderstood. It's one of those films that I'm like, I can't believe that people didn't get on board with this. It was just so good. It was so on it. Anyway, I saw this. The Knicks and Danhausen are doing an official Brunsenhausen shirt. I kind of really want to buy this. The Brunsenhausen shirt is crazy. Plus 90 more minutes of freaky naked zombie. Oh, all right. Okay. Tim Curry talking about his big movie roles.
At the time I had.
You know what? Let's watch this. We are going to watch this, even though it's 13 minutes long, because I am going to see Rocky Horror Picture Show on Broadway next week. And Tim is a legend at the end of his career. We're going to watch this.
To kill Annie, I was really ready. Hello, my name is Tim Curry, having a very thrilling day visiting this astonishing library.
Welcome to the Academy's Margaret Herrick Library.
Wow, look at this.
We have been so excited for your visit. What we have to show you today is just the tip of the iceberg.
Wow, it's a very bad idea to get me to talk about anything, really.
Bro, this man is such a fucking legend. This man is such a fucking legend. Like, this is one of my goats right here. This is one of my fucking goats.
We have some material from Rocky Horror. We love this one. You look like you're laid back on set. And then this one getting adjusted. And then some of the clippings that we've kept over the years. So we like the headline here, Tim Curry's Spices, the Rocky Horror Show.
They had a lot of fun with my name.
How forceful you are, Brad.
Originally, I rehearsed with a German accent. Do you have any tattoos, Brad? And it was a disaster. It was a woman 2 rows in front of me on a bus in London. She was very sort of upper class, and she was sort of chatting to her friend. And she said, do you have a heist in town or a heist in the country? And I thought, that's it.
And paradise is to be made.
I was in a shoe store and I tried on some heels, but they were too short. They were sort of like trainer heels. So they had them made for the movie, and they did insist on platforms.
Yeah.
One from the vaults.
And I'm glad that they insisted.
Kind of mini loft behind the Waverley where they
Are there
were showing
captions? Let me
it.
see.
The taxi would go past and I would see a line of people in costume. It was an extraordinary thing.
And did you ever go to one of those midnight screenings?
I did. When I sat down, sort of girls were coming up and touching me and running away. They weren't quite sure that it was really me. The manageress lady came in and said, you are causing a disturbance. And I don't even believe that you are who you say you are.
Oh, no.
And I showed her my passport.
It's just truly extraordinary that it's been 50 years.
I know. It makes me feel very old, which of course I am, but it's a benchmark.
And transformative and inspirational.
That's what thrills me most about the whole deal.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, before we move on to it, though. Come on, bro. You think... Stop it. You thought you were going to get away without this?
It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely.
Not for very much longer.
I've got to keep control.
I remember doing the time warp, drinking those moments when the blackness would hit me and the void would be calling. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
It's just a jump to the left. With your hands on your hips.
I've seen this movie 10 times and I'm still not sure what it's about. It's actually very close to the Warhammer 40K lore of the elves, where a race of technically advanced space aliens basically give in to their most base desires, and it corrodes them until there is a collapse of their leadership. It's actually really close. I hate that you're not wrong. Are you fucking with us? I am not fucking with you at all. That's what Rocky Horror Picture Show is actually about.
It's so dreamy. Oh, fantasy free me. So you can't see me. No, not at all. In another dimension. With voyeuristic intention. Well secluded. I see all.
That's what it's about on its surface level. What it's about underneath the surface is kind of like the puritanical and repressive nature of American culture at the time, and kind of sexual liberation. And this movie is all about like giving in to the things that make you feel good and whole and make you want to express yourself, but it's through the lens of like an old B sci-fi movie, a double feature picture show
with a bit of a mind flip.
You're into the time slip.
And nothing can ever be the same.
You're spaced out on sensation. Like you're under sedation.
Bro, that dance move is so iconic. If you can't rip the Time Warp hump stump, you ain't him. Oh my God, I gotta wear my tuxedo with tails. I have to wear my tuxedo with tails to fucking Rocky Horror. That's not even a question. God, you're right. I need a tiny hat too. Oh my God, you're right. I need my hat to be tiny. I need to look like a slut. I can't look like a virgin. That would be really funny if the fucking Knicks fans absolutely eat fucking Hassan's life to shreds, and then I take him to Rocky Horror and he gets eaten up again as a virgin. Just a weekend of getting thrown into the blender while I'm like, ha, ha, welcome to my domain. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Sexual deadass, infinite bagel. You are in my domain. Oh my God, he will look like Brad. Oh my God, Hassan is going to look like Brad. I have to incept Brad clothing onto him. I have to be like, here, put on these Ray-Bans. Oh, look, I got you a brown jacket.
With your hands on your hips.
And then, dude, the best part about this is that it goes right into the next song. It's so awesome that this just goes right into...
Say something.
Say, do one of you guys know how to Madison?
Brad, please, let's get out of here.
For God's sake, keep a grip on yourself, Janet.
But it seems so unhealthy here.
It's just a party, Janet.
Well, I want...
It still
Ross
looks
and Tech
so
hope you
good.
and Chad are all well.
Thank you
07W
so much.
Rocky Horror and F5 NEC.
By the way, guys, this is part of like my new doing whatever the fuck makes me feel good while streaming initiative.
Let go.
And watching 2 songs from Rocky Horror is part of that initiative.
Well, we can't go anywhere till I get to a phone.
Well, then ask the butler or someone.
Just a moment, Janet. We don't want to interfere with their celebrations.
This isn't the Junior Chamber of Commerce, Brad.
They're probably foreigners with ways different than our own. They may do some more folk dancing.
Look, I'm cold, I'm wet, and I'm just plain scared.
I'm here. There's nothing to worry about.
Yes! How'd you do, I? See you've met my faithful handyman. He's just a little brought down because when you knocked, he thought you were the candy man. Don't get strung out by the way I look. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not much of a man by the light of day, but by night I'm one hell of a lover. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. Let me show you a rhyme, maybe play you a sign. You look like you're both pretty groovy. Or if you want something visual that's not too abysmal, we could take in an old Steve Reeves movie.
I'm glad we caught you at home. Could we use your phone? We're both in a bit of a hurry.
Right.
We'll just say where we are, then go back to the car.
Pleasure to meet you, Dr. Furton.
We don't want to be any worry.
Well, you got caught with the flat world. How about that? Well, babies, don't you panic. By the light of the night, it'll all seem alright. I'll get you a satanic mechanic. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. Why don't you stay for the night? Or maybe a bite. I could show you my favorite obsession. I've been making a man with blonde hair and a tan, and he's good for relieving my tension. I'm just a sweet transvestite man from transsexual Transylvania.
How have I never seen this? Virgin! Virgin! Dude, Rocky Horror was the playbook, man. This was it. This was
yeah,
it.
wow, that's very cool.
Much
Will we need to do this for movie
it's
night?
one of my faves, less than 3.
Brothers and sisters, I did this for 3 years in a row on Halloween before they removed it from YouTube. And we dressed up for it.
Transsexual Transylvania. So, come up to the lab and see what's on the slab. I see you shiver with anticipation.
Say it!
But maybe the rain is really to blame. So I'll remove the cause.
But not
the symptom.
Okay. Hannah, always in here, real Neff head, always lurking, just sent me, let's make it happen. And she sent me Brad's wardrobe. Bro. You have no idea how happy that would make me. If just after the pod on Thursday, I like spill something on him really fast, like, oops. Oh, quick, put this on. I just put on the Janet dress. I'll remove the cause, but not the symptom. I've been making a man with blonde hair and a tan. So fucking good.
I think writers have so much more fun writing villains than they do heroes. Heroes are boring.
So this is a production photo of Lois Burwell doing your makeup.
Yeah, she was great.
And then these snapshots and the Polaroids are actually from the Lois Burwell and John Toll papers.
Wow. Well, it was pretty.
Satan? Hey, there's a clip from the Rocky Horror stream. Dude, I was kind of cooking that look right there. He's so old. What the fuck? Leave me alone.
It's just a jump. I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from you.
Would you play the Rocky theme? Also, our chat's not on the React scene.
Adjust my bulge. Wow. Good times, man. Good times. Twink death is real? Leave me alone.
Difficult to ingest anything when I was in all of that plastic. The stuff on my face was put on with eyelash glue. The first time that they did the entire look, it took 10 hours, and at the end of it, he just ripped it all off.
Sunshine is my destroyer.
It was probably the most extreme prosthetic makeup that had been done up until then.
Yeah.
And it was fun to have muscles.
And it was fun to have muscles. What's that guy's name again? Tim Curry.
I don't like clowns.
I don't
never
like clowns
did.
either.
But I like doing that show a lot because you have immense.
I don't take no shit from anyone.
I just want you to know when Fox News talks about you, eventually they will use that video.
Hassan Piker's friend Will Neff turning your youth gay. Turning the youth of America homosexual.
It's freedom, really, is.
What are we doing? Where are we going?
A clown.
Beep, beep, Richie.
There was a scene where I was in a sewer.
Hi, Georgie.
The little boy, Georgie, he stopped in the middle of the scene and said, "Mr. Curry, you're scaring me."
Don't you want a balloon?
I said, well,
Hey, Georgie, want a balloon? They all float down here, Georgie.
I'm supposed to scare you, but I don't mean to harm you in any way.
It's hard working with kids.
It is, and there were a lot of them.
Yo, I just got here, but if you cover this bullshit smear campaign against Graham Plattner, I'll be honest, band to be based, I usually don't cover much politics at all. Like, people know where I fall politically, and I obviously will express my interests and my advocacy, but long form breakdowns of political kind of machinations is not really what I do, nor do I really, I don't know if I really have the talent for it. There's a lot of other people that cover it. I would recommend Caroline Kwan, Hassan Piker, Mike from PA. There's a lot of really smart people on here that talk political stuff at length. I'm just more of a comedian. I fart on camera, and that's more what you can get here. So if you're in the mood for that.
We're going to switch gears to another redhead and talk about Annie. We actually here at the library have the papers of John Huston. He gave them to this library.
When I went to meet Huston, I told them that I'd been studying this stagehand who was never still. And he said, "Oh, that's very good. I like that."
It seems like you take inspiration from real people around you.
Often that's out of desperation.
This very afternoon, I put me 10 on the nose of a beautiful horse, 8-1.
This is a memo from Ray Stark. It says, Joe Layton will find someone to help Tim Curry with his accent, either Hoboken or East Side. Do you remember?
Yes, the Hoboken accent.
Working on your accent?
No, I didn't have any kind of dialogue coach. I probably should have.
We have another note here. Tim Curry's Cock-a-Doodle-Doo is to be redone. Maybe get Mel Blanc to do the voice. Isn't that funny?
Shut up.
Carol was a riot. When we were rapping, I asked her what she was going to do. She said, "I'm going home to Hawaii to watch the whales f***ing."
This dude fucking rules.
She used to give dinner parties for us all.
Imagine being so unbothered.
Bernadette was with Steve Martin at the time, and she would insist on playing charades after dinner. And Steve was very funny in the charades. I hated it. It was work to me.
Easy Street.
The first time we did Easy Street, we had 50 dancers. The original choreographer was an English lady called Arlene Phillips. She went very big. They realized that it was top heavy and horribly overdone, and they hired Joe Layton, who was great. He had the measure of it. I loved him. By the time I had to kill Annie,
Kill you, little brat, I'll kill you.
I was really ready.
He's really gonna kill her. Speaking of murder, the next movie we have here is Clue.
Yes!
Dinner.
Early casting, you were originally maybe going to be Mr. Green. Do you remember if you read for Mr. Green
No, I
first?
didn't
Okay.
ever read for anything. Jonathan Lynn, I knew because we went to the same boarding school, and he was a bit of a hero of mine. I'd been working a lot in the theatre, and he'd seen some of it, and he actually just offered me the part.
I'm merely a humble butler. What exactly do you do? I battle, sir.
And then we have Carrie Fisher, was meant to be Miss Scarlet, and Leslie Ann Warren, Mrs. White.
Yeah, Madeline was so great. She improvised this line.
Flames on the side of my face.
I was practically on the floor. I thought she was so funny.
And did you do any improvisation?
Yes.
Fox News. I just wanted to say Will has made thousands of us dying to see his butthole, and also he turned his friend
No,
Christian,
God,
who was
no.
fearful, straight into a twin.
It sounds like there was a lot of choreography on that set.
We're gonna let's not invoke it, you know?
Blocking it
The
was
blocking,
hell.
we have the first AD's papers. Each character has a letter. Just everything is so meticulous. Everything's color-coded.
He was a terrific AD.
Yeah.
It must have been a bitter pill.
We have a letter from Deborah Hill. This is to the first AD, and we just thought this was a funny note. Let's try to communicate better. Sorry I yelled. Please apologize to your staff.
She was a tough lady.
Go away!
But your souls are in danger!
Our lives are in danger, you beatnik!
We have record here. On July 25th, Tim Curry was taken to the hospital at RAP, reported not feeling well. Doctor says it was high blood pressure.
That was the day that we shot me running around demonstrating each murder.
And stab the cook!
It was exhausting, and I was verklempt.
You shot 4 endings, because in this paperwork there was actually 4 endings, not 3.
There was one ending.
What? There's a lost ending to Clue?
Where I did all the murders, and of course that was my favorite. They never released that ending because they thought it was too obvious.
There is a lost ending of Clue where Tim Curry kills everyone? What? Dude. Okay, in case you guys don't know, Clue, I think it was the first and only movie to do this, but there are 3 endings to Clue. And depending where you watched it and at what time, you would get a different ending in the theaters. And then when they released the videotape, you could watch all 3 endings. But just like a game of Clue, they thought it would be really cool if there were RNG endings to the movie. So basically what Tim Curry is saying is that there is an RNG ending out there that they have never shown where he killed everybody, which is incredible.
Begging your pardon, gentlemen, but I've come with a bit of a treat for you.
So I'll start by saying Muppet Treasure Island is one of my favorite films.
It's my favorite.
When you're a professional pirate,
you don't have to wear a suit.
The Muppeteers, who were brilliant, when they had the Muppet on their hand, would only speak to you in the voice of the character.
Boogie!
So we have from Michael Jablow's papers a shooting script and some scenes here, and from Cinefantastique, a lovely photo with you and your leading lady, Miss Piggy.
Hello, Long John.
Sheila O'Brien drew her as Joan Crawford and as Lana Turner in The Bad and the Beautiful.
Great.
Stunning,
Wow.
as always.
What is this library that they're getting all this stuff from? Do any chatters know? This is incredible.
There was a suggestion in the script that we had had an affair a long time ago, and the only successful improvisation that I ever...
Oh my God, Tim Curry had an affair with Miss Piggy? Miss Piggy, what are you doing? I saw you bouncing on it crazy style. Miss Piggy.
made in a movie was, once you've had pork, you never go back. Miss Piggy was not amused.
We pulled some things having to do with casting. You showed up in our collection in different spots for roles that you didn't end up being in, but
Oh my God. Oh my God. Tim Curry as Scar.
didn't end up being in, but you were considered for it. First, we'll go with Home Alone. So we have you coming in to try out for Marv.
I actually
Marv, I feel like this was a good casting.
met Chris Columbus, who apparently had the only 2 albums of mine and was a bit of a fan. Nobody else had ever bought them. I didn't get it.
I love you.
You obviously made it into Home Alone 2.
He's so funny in Home Alone 2.
We have a Home Alone script for Christmas in the Park. This actually came from the set decorator, Marvin March.
He watches the machine.
Bro, what is this library? This library is fucking, I need to know. What library is this? The Academy. The Academy's Margaret Herrick Library. Wow. I would watch all of these interviews. This is, the shit they have is crazy.
Anxiously, an evil grin grows.
And the evil grin morphed into the Grinch.
Everybody just stayed at the Plaza Hotel.
Yeah, it wasn't particularly fun. I had a view of a brick wall.
How are we this morning?
Fine. Is my transportation here?
Out in front, sir. A limousine and a pizza.
Mac used to stay
And a pizza.
up watching late night movies and fall asleep in the makeup chair. I liked him. He was a very nice kid.
Have a lovely day.
So another place you showed up was in the casting notes for Jurassic Park. They had you on the list to be Malcolm, which ended up being Jeff Goldblum's role.
Another one where I'm kind of like, I mean, it's hard to beat Goldblum on this.
Oh, do you remember worry about that? No?
No, none at all.
And this came in through Paul Verhoeven's papers when he was making Crusade, which never came to be. And the notes from it say, Tim Curry, not fat enough.
Not fat.
Not fat enough. Play the
That's the only time that any casting director has said that. One of my great regrets is that I read the script of Silence of the Lambs. And
no!
I desperately wanted to play Hannibal Lecter. Clarice.
Oh my God. That would have been such a different project. I was going to say I thought he was going to say that he read for Buffalo Bill. Dude, can you imagine?
Oh, yes. Was she some great big fat girl? What are you, about a size 6? It puts lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again. Give me back my fucking dog. You don't know what pain is.
God, that's good.
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Fun fact, Brennan Lee Mulligan landed his job at Dropout by doing a Tim Curry impression doing a frozen pizza commercial, and what sold it was the line,
hot, crisp crust.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Are the lambs still screaming, Clarice? And oh, how the boys found you. All those sticky fumblings in back seats out there in old Kentucky. You had to get away. You had to go all the way to the top of the FBI.
Couldn't get me in the room, but Tony Hopkins did a great job.
We have one more. This is from Ruth Lambert's papers of you being considered.
Clip that. I kind of snapped on that. My Curry isn't bad. I didn't even know.
For the role of Scar in the line.
Oh my God. Tim Curry as Scar would have been magic. Magic.
And King.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Tim agrees.
My voice career was due to the lady who is now my manager, who is here, Marsha. I really had a good time doing it.
We have some material from Fern Gully.
Fern Gully, fucking amazing.
There's your character Hexus.
We have some.
Hexus is, dude, I really hope they make another Fern Gully movie someday. Fern Gully is one of the most criminally slept on. Also, it's like the only children's movie of the era that was like, hey, maybe we should take care of the planet, children. Do you guys know what pollution is, children?
Yes.
Early sketches from Bill Pryor, and then some early character.
Self-deprecator, thank you so much.
Character notes where it says that Hexus was actually meant to be played by an amorphous woman.
Really?
Yeah. pollution personified.
No, it had to be a man. Pollution is a man.
I'm very proud to be pollution personified.
After coming here today and looking at all the things the library pulled, how does it make you feel?
Made me feel very old and made me astonished that you had bothered.
Oh my God, he's so cunty. It made me feel very old and also made me astonished that you fucking bothered.
Thrilled that you
Why did you keep this shit?
did, because it's pretty much my favorite accolade to be part of this pantheon.
Thank you.
Oh, what a fucking legend. Oh, he got choked up. God damn it.
Thank you.
Come, we are ready for the floor show.
Oh, man. That was really good. Whoever shared that, thank you. Whoever shared that, I thank you. That was really, really phenomenal. I very much enjoyed that. Crispy, flaky crust. Oh, right into Orb Girl?
Don't watch whatever movie they try to show you. They won't leave you alone until you do, but don't watch it because then they'll show you the sequel and the prequel and the third installment. It's never good, and trust me, I've seen a lot of bad movies and I've been in a lot of bad movies.
Oh, she's talking about Star Wars.
Not here, of course. In other timelines. Me, woke. That wasn't me. That ghost owes me a night of my life back. And a subscription to Nowhere Plus. Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen Nowhere? It's a streaming service where you can watch everything except for ghost movies.
Why does Orb Girl and Frankenfurter have the exact same lip makeup?
They're never good. They're always just so stuck in the past and they want to dissect everything that happened and they can't just move on. I'm sorry, but it's true and it had to be said. So if you're gonna watch something, watch Nowhere Plus or watch this.
Wow.
You can see it. Meanwhile, I'm watching you.
Me look.
You. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a ghost.
So good, bro. Okay. No rain link? And it's Hassan?
What?
Yeah, we're
Hassan, when asked if he would dab up the president of the United States at the game. Oh, God, not this clip.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, we're doing both. We're going crazy.
Is it because you want to dap up the president of the United States?
Well, Benjamin Netanyahu's not going to be there. just
I really shouldn't be rooting for the Knicks, but I am, Hassan.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna be front and center next to my buddy.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we're doing both.
I really shouldn't root for the Knicks. I really shouldn't, but I'm gonna. I think you'll like this song. Okay, I'll give you my honest opinion. This is so Cannons coded. I do like it. I like this a lot. Leopard, thank you so much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are at 2 hours in. Are you guys ready for a little alone? We usually do alone on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Honestly, you ate here?
Fold you out of sets on
This
a truck.
is
One to the
old.
kidney, 2 to the dome. That's left, right, left, right, left, right, go. Got a rollie for the brunch and a panic for the show. That's left, right, left, right. That's 2. Fold you out of sets on a truck. One.
We changed the canon. All right. God, I miss Alex, man. Really good kid. Okay, let's get into it. Oh, I also want to show you guys
Same as the old boss.
Woohoo. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let us get into this episode of Alone. The other thing I want to show you guys is I bought a suit that I want to use for Fear End, and I want to show you guys my new suit because I'm really proud of it. I fucking love it. I bought the boy version of this suit. Hold on. I've always wanted to own this outfit. It's Pride. This is a safe place. I've always wanted to buy this outfit. And I got the male version of this fit, and I want to show it to you guys. I'm fucking stoked on it. As if. All right. I'm pulling up Alone. While it does the recap, I'm going to go grab the suit to show you guys. I'm also going to grab water. Okay. Let me just get this set up.
Stay tuned after the show for an exclusive bonus scene.
Dick. All right, let me fix this. Hold on. Hold, please. Can you hear it?
Holy
I'll be right back, guys.
crap, there he is. Total redemption. Oh, yeah. Dude, he's huge. First beaver with the bow and Labrador.